I will never bash my left hand again, although it is quite useless and I can't do anything with my left hand. I will never bash it again because it touched GOT7. All of them. I didn't know how to deal with it. She was like full on bawling. She was going panda eyes.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Evelyn, and today we're doing a little something different. I'm not going to be doing a reaction actually. Today I'm going to be talking about my experience at the GOT7 concert for their Keep Spinning World Tour stop in London on the 11th of October. And I was lucky enough to get VIP tickets, which means I got high touch. We'll get to that later. But I'm just basically going to be talking about my experience, how the entire show went. I'm not going to do any spoilers in case you guys have the show coming up, and also like we weren't allowed to film some of the show because of some special stages. So I do not have any footage of a few of their stages, but I do have footage of some other ones. Basically, this video is just going to be me talking about my experience at the GOT7 concert in London. So first of all, I had to go by train with one of my friends, and it was really interesting because there was this one girl on the train who seemed to be having this horrible day. She had such a horrible attitude. She was rolling her eyes at everyone. Someone asked her like, oh, could I sit next to you? The train was packed. Someone asked her, can I sit next to you? Like, there's a spare seat. Her legs were across the seat. And then she rolled her eyes, got up, and was like, you can sit inside. So then the guy sat inside. She was sat on the outer seat. And then she was like squirming in her seat. And then she got like really angry for no reason. And then got onto the floor, sat on the floor. And then one of the train workers, he was like, can you sit on a seat because you're blocking the way? And then she's like, but there's nowhere for me to sit. There's not enough space. And then this other girl was like, we're all kind of in the same situation. Do you want that other guy to move? Because you're just being silly now. And she's like, you need to shut the F up. I'm gonna leave this train. And the other girl was like, all right, leave it. Like, leave the train. We don't care. And she's like, just be quiet. Shut up. She was just swearing. It just escalated out of nowhere. She was just being incredibly rude. But that had nothing to do with GOT7. That was just my experience on the train with some really crazy people. So then she took her bag and left our like little area. Anyways, and then we got to London and we had to take the subway to Wembley SSE Park. That was a journey. And then we finally got there, and there were already quite a few fans at the subway station. And then we walked to the SSE stadium, and there were so many fans outside. Everyone was dressed in green because obviously GOT7's color is green. I apparently did not get the memo. I was wearing black and white, as you guys will see in these photos. I was wearing black and white. Felt like I was a bit of a fake fan. Everyone had the light stick. I did buy the light stick. I will show you guys now. I spent some good amount of money on it. So here's the light stick. I took the batteries out because apparently if I don't use it, I should take the batteries out to save it, kind of. And it's a little bird. It's the agasse. And then it's so cute. But I did spend £52 on it. My parents questioned my financial status. Yeah, £52. But it was worth it. I think it's really cute. And it's Bluetooth, so you can change the color if you have the app and stuff. £52, I mean, bit of a steep price, but for GOT7, you know, it's worth it. When I was buying the light stick, because I saw on the day schedule that the wristband collection starts at 12, but we got there around like 4. So I didn't know what wristband was. I thought it might have been for VIP, so I asked like the worker who was selling these light sticks. I was like, do you know what that's about? And he goes, no, sorry, I don't. But luckily someone else, like a security guard, was walking past and he was like, oh, well, what's the problem? And then we asked like wristband, and he goes, oh, that's for VIP only. I was like, oh, okay, great. We need the wristbands. Then I showed him our tickets, and then he was really nice. He told us it was over there. So then we walked over there, and then we lined up for something, but then we were in the wrong line. Then we asked another member of staff, and then she was really kind, and she told us where to go. So all the staff were incredibly nice. No complaints there. It's a lot nicer than some of the other concerts I've been where the staff have been awful. They were like really horrible, really rude. But the staff here were actually really, really nice. Wait until I get into the concert, then you'll see. So we got our wristbands. They were blue wristbands. I'll show you. They're very, very, very cheap. So these were the wristbands we were given. Very cheap. The guy who had these wristbands took his time putting it on me. And look how loose it is. So I don't know why he took so long to put this on me, but yeah. So these were the wristbands to show that like, oh, you're VIP, you get high touch. So then, cause the concert door opens at 6, we kind of wandered around, me and my friend. We wandered around the stadium and like the other stadium as well, the big Wembley. And then we collected these banners that were done by GOT7. It says, I'm not gonna try and read the Korean. The banner is, even when the page turns, we'll still be with GOT7. And we're supposed to hold it up when they finish Mark's rap of Page, in the song, obviously. And yeah, basically it wasn't approved by my music taste. So they were giving the banners out in front of the SSE Stadium. But because it wasn't approved, they had to give them out elsewhere. So we had to kind of walk to a different spot where they were giving these out. But, you know, GOT7s are super kind and they're all really sweet. Everyone seemed to be younger than me, which I don't know how to feel. I felt kind of old. It got to like 5:50 and then me and my friend, we walked towards the line. But the security guard was like, there's no point in lining up because everyone's going in anyways, and we all have our designated seats, so we have like seat numbers, so there's no need for us to line up early. So he's like, just take a walk around. So we just walked around a bit, and then it got to like 10 past 6. We were taking photos for the last like 20 minutes, and then got to 10 past 6, and then we went back into line. Our door was the southwest door, so we went to the southwest door, but our line didn't seem to move. And then another member of staff was like, okay, you guys can move to the southeast door, where the line was super short. So we moved to the southeast door, and then we got in after security checks. They were quite thorough. So then we went in and then got to our seats. The second we entered the stadium and realized how close we were, me and my friend, we just freaked out. We were so close to the stage, and oh my god, dead basically. It was incredible. So then we got in, and then like everyone was sat down. We got up to take some photos next to the stage, and then we were stood at the barriers, but then the security guard was like, you guys need to sit down, like you're not allowed to stand for now. And then so we got back to our seats, and then the security guards were warning us, like, do not take photos, do not record, because if we find you taking photos or recording, we could either take away your phone or basically make you leave. And obviously I paid a lot of money to be there, so I was like, I am not risking like being taken out just for some photos, because I will remember it forever. So I was like, okay, fine. The concert started at 7:30-ish, which is like the expected time, which is really good. I love the fact that they were on time. And to say I lost like my voice in the first like 2 minutes would be an understatement. Oh my god. The fact that they were so close and I could actually physically see all their faces, considering I'm very blind. I was wearing contact lenses, but it was just, oh my god, it was incredible. All the fans were just screaming, they were dying. The next to me was a fanboy, which I just love. Like, I love fanboys. Even Batman pointed it out through like the concert. He was like, all my fangirls say hell yeah, and then like you hear the girls, and then he goes, all my fanboys say hell yeah, and there was quite a few of them, which I just love. I love the fact that GOT7 have both girls and guys as fans, because how can you not be a fan? They began with their newest track, of course. I'm not going to spoil like the entire set list, because I'm sure some of you will be going to see them or have seen them, and you'll know. So every time we try and record or like take a picture, the security guard will point you out and be like, if I catch you again, I'm going to take your phone away or you're going to leave. And they would have like flashlights to shine in your face. So if you were like in the middle of the crowd, they shine the light in your face and be like, you need to put your phone down. That was not nice. That was only for like, I say the first third of the concert they were really strict, but that's because they had special stages. So they had like solo stages. I'm not going to tell you who had the solo stages. There were unit stages. Once again, not going to tell you who had the unit stage, but it was just so good. Wow, they're incredible live. All I can say is, anyone who says GOT7 don't have talent is just blind and deaf. Like, Young Jae's vocals, incredible. And Yoongyum, I think, sounded better live. They always go really full out with their dancing. They were all dying by the end of it. They were sweating. It was so hot, but they just did incredible. They held out till the end. I'll show you pictures of how close Jackson got to where we were standing. We were able to stand within like the rows of seats, so we were all kind of crammed into the side in the first half. And then nearing the end, when they were like doing their like goodbye stages, we were allowed to be at the barriers. And unfortunately, I was not at the barrier. I was like 2 people behind the barrier, which is a bit annoying because they got really close and people got to high five them, which I didn't get to do. They got really close. Jackson and Jin Young seemed to always be on our side a lot. Those two were like the most on our side. Mark also came over here quite a bit. JB occasionally, Yuyam a little, Bamam a little, Young J barely came over to this side, so I have like very few pictures of those 3. But I have like a million of Jin Young and Jackson because, come on, I have a clip that, I don't know whether I'm being delusional or whether it actually happened, where Jin Young either waves or nods at my camera, which is my phone. But you guys will see, I freaked out. End of the concert was incredible. They did amazing. I'm a bit gutted they didn't do one of my favorite songs, one of their like title track songs. I was a bit gutted they didn't do that one. Once again, I won't tell you which song because I don't want to spoil it for any of you. They also had like mini breaks where they showed clips on the big screens. One of them was so cute where they were like setting missions for each other, and then whoever lost would have to do like the washing up or the cooking or stuff. That was so cute. I didn't record it because I wanted to watch it with my eyes. It kind of got to the end of the concert. They all said bye. JB was the last to leave the stage, and he was so cute. Batman was like, JB, take your shirt off. And JB was like, nope. And
JB, you wanna take off your shirt?
What a tease. JB in real life, I'm telling you, is a million times more handsome than you think. One of the comments Mark made about mental health, saying how we need to take care of our mental health and the fact that we help them and they help us. Oh my god, so many agases were crying. This girl next to me was bawling. I was like, okay, I know this is sad, but like, control your emotions, please. I didn't know how to deal with it. She was like full on bawling. She was going panda eyes. I didn't cry because I was like, I'm wearing too much makeup to cry, and also if I get to high five them, I don't want to look like I just came back from the dead. So I didn't cry, but it was just really sweet. And Jin Young's English is incredible. And then it got to the end of the concert, and the VIPs, we stayed in our seats and everyone else left the venue. So we stayed for like, I'd say like 20 minutes, and then the security guards would take us 2 rows at a time to go line up. So we all lined up, and then they told us we can't have anything on our left hands because that's the hand we're going to be high-fiving with. So nothing on our left hands. Obviously no recording, which is so annoying because I wanted to record it so bad. They were so close. So then we lined up, and then I met a few really nice girls. They were in the line behind us, and we all went in together, and then I'm like dying. And then the boys were sat on a table, and all of them were lined up. It was Jackson, Mark, Young J, JB, Yugyum, Bam Bam, Jin Young. I think that was the order. I blacked out basically. The second I saw them so close, I blacked out. The first one was Jackson, and because I am Chinese, I high-fived him and I was like, oh, thank you so much for the concert, and he said thank you back. I said it all in Chinese, and he said thank you back in Chinese, and oh my god, I almost cried. Oh my god. And then I said hi to Mark, he said hi back. Oh my god, dead. And then I said nice to meet you to Youngjae. I don't know why. I don't know why I thought it would be a good way to say nice to meet you when I literally haven't met them. I was just so in shock after Jackson. So I said nice to meet you to Youngjae. And then JB, his eyes were so intense. I was so scared. He was so intense looking. I just went, hi. And then he just smiled and I was like, so then I high-fived him. And then Yukyam, I also said hi and he smiled back. And then Bam Bam, I was gonna speak Thai to him. But then because of the shock of Jackson, I kind of forgot all the Thai I learned. So I just went, hi Bam Bam. He was like, hey. And then Jin Young. So if you guys didn't know, Jin Young is my bias. I got these photo cards from these really nice fans. They were giving them out. Jin Young is my bias. And then he was the last one to come up. And I spent a tiny bit more time shaking his, like high-fiving his hand. So I like stopped and I was like, hi. And then he said hi back. And I was like in the verge of tears. Like, oh my god. He's so, oh my god in real life. Guys, can you imagine seeing them like literally a meter away? Their faces were a meter away. And you get to touch. This hand is so sacred to me. I will never bash my left hand again. Although it is quite useless and I can't do anything with my left hand, I will never bash it again because it touched GOT7. All of them. All of their hands. So yeah, I basically freaked out. To say I almost died that night would be an understatement because I did die. You guys are just watching a ghost right now. And that was the end of basically my GOT7 experience as a VIP with High Touch. They said they were going to come back to London next year, so I'm hoping to go again. Once again, VIP. Of course, like, after you meet them once, you have to meet them again. Oh my god, I didn't even tell you guys. There was this one girl from the US, and basically, GOT7 have been on a world tour for a while, and they started off, like, you know, in Korea or whatever, and then moved on to the US. She has been to 10 other shows for this world tour alone, but she basically followed them to every single city they've been in so far. 10 shows. And I'm like, where are you getting the money? I scrambled to go to one show and she went to 10. Just think about it. She has to travel, she needs accommodation, she needs food, concert tickets. That is like 10 shows. I would say that's like well over £5,000. Like, easily. I don't know where she's getting the money, unless she saved for like the past like 100 years of her life. I don't know where she's getting the money, but props to her. I would never, because I'm not financially stable like that. True Agase. I think Jackson recognized her because obviously if you've been to 10 of their shows and you get VIP High Touch each time, I'm sure they're gonna recognize you, you know, I'm just saying. One of the best nights of my life. They were incredible, amazing live, so talented, so good looking. So do not underestimate these idol visuals. On camera, they're already handsome, but in real life, they're at least 3 million times more handsome. So if you guys ever get the chance to go see GOT7, I highly recommend. Even if you're sat at the very back, their stage presence will fill up the arena. And the fact that all the fans there are for GOT7, such a good experience. And I highly recommend anyone who's even thinking about it, like, go buy the tickets, unless you're not financially stable. Don't worry, I'll tell you all about it. And yeah, guys, that was basically my experience at the GOT7 concert in London for their Keep Spinning World Tour. I'm still kind of in shock about how amazing they were. They need rest after this tour though. They said they're having a comeback and I'm like, wow, how do they do this? Idols, I have so much respect for you. But you can just see how much they enjoy being on stage, and I really miss going on stage. If you guys didn't know, I danced a little, so I used to do a bit of dance back in sixth form, and we'd perform for like our special evenings, and I just miss, like, you know, being on stage. It's just incredible seeing them on stage, loving life, enjoying what they do. That's all we can really ask for. Obviously health is number one, but the fact that they enjoy what they do is incredible to see. I feel like my love for GOT7 just increased by like tenfold at least. Thank you guys so much for watching this bit of a different video. I hope you enjoyed it, and tell me if you like these things. If I go to another concert, I'll make another kind of video like this. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time.